Are you someone that likes playing Shadowrun and enjoys making riggers, but also loves playing City Heroes? I'm Controlled Chaos. I'm going to show you how to make a Shadowrun rigger in City Heroes. Let's go ahead and get started. First off, you want to choose technology for your origin because, well, you're making drones and stuff like that. So, with that being said, there are several options that you can go. You can go down the range options, and the range options, you can go either blaster, corruptor, or defender, and make sure that you take either devices or traps. Devices will give you at the end a gun drone to use. Traps will give you a mortar system that's automated and will also give you seeker drones that can do damage, which is really nice. Then, on top of that, another direction you can go if you want to do multiples of the drones, you can go masterminds. And then for the primary, you want robotics and choose wherever you want. Secondary, you can go with things like, let's see. You could go with traps is one. Trick arrows is another, something along that line, something that would fit within Shadowrun. So you wouldn't want to do anything like storm summoning, psionic resistance, radiation emissions, pain domination. Maybe you could do kinetics. I wouldn't rely on force fields. You could say you have a device that puts force fields around you. That's understandable. Empathy has a good shot of working really well. Electrical affinity, you could say that you have electrical devices that shock people and give health and stuff like that. You can go along those directions. I am going to go ahead and just go with traps and go from there. Now, with all that said, you got several races that you can play. You can do an elf, you can do a dwarf, you can do a troll, and stuff like that. So, let's say we want to do a dwarf. We're going to go large. We're going to take the legs. We're going to drop them down. We're going to take the arms. And actually, we're going to take the chest. Pop it out some. The waist goes out. Hips go out. The height drops a lot. So, and drop it all the way down. And then we're pretty much there. So we go there. And we're going to clear this out. Now, for the head, you can go several directions. You can go with hats, and you could do something like, let's say, a hat, and we go along the way of just past it right here. So we can have this, and this can sort of be like your cyborg top head thing and stuff like that. And then for detail one, you want to give them sort of a visor type look feel. So doing the actual scanner or visor would work. You can also go the direction of this would work too. Anything cybernetic would work. So this would work well too. This would work great also. So you want to go along those types of lines. Another direction you can go is you can just flat out go standard and then come into the head. And you can do things like, let's get hair. Let's choose some interesting hair for him. We'll go with that for the dwarf. And then we're going to go ahead and go eye detail. One I'm going to choose this one right here. And we're going to hair. Do big old, give him the dwarven normal beard look. And go sort of that direction. We could also go back to other ways of doing this and go up to the face. Let's choose. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to do this. We'll go ahead and go that direction for it, and that looks good. So we have that put in. And then for the base clothes, you want to make the clothes look like it'd be street clothes. So you'd want to do regular t-shirts for the upper body instead of tights. So you go t-shirts, which will be all the way down here. So you could do like tank tops. You could also do it with the tattoos on. And then go like that. And then, or you can just do a t-shirt. Like so. You can do the jackets. So instead of doing tights, you could sit here and go with the jacket. But you want to choose something that would look street appropriate. So this is too business-like. Find something that fits more to the street. Like this fits to the street, this fits to the street, this really fits to the street. And then if we go sleeves, we want to go that biker look also. Yeah, we'll go with the leather or all, actually, there's biker right there. So you can go with that kind of jacket there, color it however you see fit. You can give them gloves. Like for instance, if I go here, go gloves. I go, not there, I want to go here. Find the fingerlet. Right there. Do the fingerless gloves and then belt, give them, you could even go with the techie looking belt. So something like that, or tackle belt, stuff like that. For the pants, you could go with the tucked in. I'd keep it sort of, nice looking, cargo pants, whatever you want to do. Boots, you want to sort of keep it to the regular style of boots. You could do cybernetics on them. Like, this character could have some cybernetic legs. And so that works out fine. Same with, the cybernetic arms. You could do cybernetic right arm, left arm, stuff like that. But let's go ahead and go back over to the main body. And we're going to do a troll now. So for the troll, we're going to bring up the height all the way up. We're going to bring the legs up. So we're going to bring the shoulders out. Going to bring the waist in some. This in some. Go about like there. Up the physique. Yeah, and you could also up the physique all the way for the dwarf too. Because if you up the physique for the dwarf, it gives the thicker body, it gives more of that dwarven, fantasy dwarven feel. But you could go something like that, but I want more of a toned, somewhat skinnier guy. And then we go in here. You got all this, but the great thing is we can go up to the upper body, and there's some where you can get, or not upper body, but there's some in the head on the servers like Thunderspy, you get multiple detail once. And so if you were to do this on Thunderspy, we definitely want to make sure that we get the horns in. Find the horns. There's the horns. Click here. Go to the horns. What horns we want? You can do the ram horns they've done. What else would look good? Not really those. Not really those. Those would be okay. You could do these. You want to keep them sort of somewhat small. This would be okay. That would be okay. No. That, no, too much. That, a little overboard there. So, keep within this kind of stuff. So I could go like this for the horns. And that would be fine. And then I'd get rid of that whole entire mask thing. So I'd go to this face. get rid of this and put it to none. And then give the skin a different color, like a green color, light green color. Things like that. I would get rid of the long beard. You could do a different type of beard. I would get rid of the beards. So like, I could instance, yeah, we'll give him the goatee. And so you get that kind of look, and this is what your troll version would be. Now let's say you want to do elf. Okay, we want to do elf. We're going to do this. We're going to go skinny. We're going to take the height, drop it down to there, take the legs, drop it down to about average. Let's pull this up. They're not that extremely skinny. We will keep the hips and the waist down that low, though. That looks good to me in efforts. So we have all this, and I'm going to clear this out. We're going to zoom in here, and what you're mainly focusing on here in changes is here. Just change it to elf ears. There you go. You have your elf. All done. All easy and simple. And then you can give them the hairstyle that you want. So you can go here and we can go ahead and go something like that. There you go. You have your elf. And then you can give them the details that you want. Once again, you could go with glasses would work fine. You could go with these, the alpha. You can go with a scanner and have the scanner. And then for an elf, they normally don't have beards, but you can go with like a chin piece. Here, let me show you. I'm thinking right there. You go with something like that, and that would give your look there, and it would fit really, really well and give you the nice look that you want. Once again, with the clothes and the body, make it look like streetwear you would see, leathers, t-shirts, jeans, baggy cargo pants, regular boots, or cybernetics. Like for instance, we can go up here. Let's say we want the elf to have a cybernetic arm. We could do something like that, where it's just that arm and then same arms, or we could go Cybernetics 2 where it's both arms, or we can go Cybernetics 1 where you just get this detail out this entire arm the way you want it to look. And things like that really add to it and make it feel nice. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, and YouTube thinks you will like this next video. Have a great day.